Good evening, Simon here, Explosive Action, with a late March update. I've got a few things here to show, and I thought I would quickly spin through them, and you can already see on top one I'm not very proud of, and that is Poltergeist Remake. It's the extended cut, or something. I don't know, I haven't actually watched it yet. I found this in the Vinnie's Op Shop for $1. I almost left it there, but I figured, look, it's $1, it's a new release. I'll check it out, I guess, with an open mind. I don't know. Anybody actually seen this who liked it? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts, but I'm going to go in. I'm going to go in negatively, I think. Anyway, moving on to better things. Fair Game. This was a bit of a hunt. Lucky to get this one. Ozploitation classic. This is, I think, the only one in the world, and it's also out of print. From Beyond. If there are other releases out there, somebody let me know, but I know this one is particularly rare. So, yeah, it's quite a grim film, but it's quite a good one, I think, of a gritty girl survival from horrible hunters kind of film. Yeah, Fair Game. Very hard to find. Very happy to have. Next one, still bloody shrink wrapped. Money Movers. This one looks really awesome. I don't know much about this actually, but I just know I was incredibly lucky to find it shrink wrapped, because this is thoroughly out of print. Look at the old ratings logo down there. Another Australian film. Action that will hit you like an armoured truck. Certainly looks like it will. And from people I've talked to, I've heard it's quite good. A bloody good thriller, violent, witty, fast-moving, designed purely to entertain. That's pretty awesome to me. Yeah, it's a bloody arm robbery film, so looks pretty cool. Money Movers. Anybody seen it? Next one, quite a weird giallo. This one, In the Folds of the Flesh. I never had a legit copy of this, and well, now I do. I'm not sure of the in-print status of this. It's been out for about maybe 10 years. Maybe not quite, but anyway, it's older Severin release, and yeah, as I was saying, it's quite weird. Well, as I say, bizarre. Certainly is one of the more bizarre ones, but happy to add this to the collection from Sergio Bergonzelli, and I'm not too sure what else he directed, not a name that I'm familiar with. In the Folds of the Flesh, and pretty happy to add another legendary collection, Joyce Sales Fortune Star release, and this one is Erotic Ghost Story. There's a number of these. I think there's 3. I haven't checked it out yet. I like how they've got the double covers. Really quite cool. So yep, category 3. I expect boobs, boobs, boobs. And some mystical stuff. Possibly vampires, possibly hopping, I don't know, but definitely boobs. So that is Erotic Ghost Story, another one for the collection. Very happy. Azumi. This is an Eastern Eye DVD. Another one quite hard to find. I picked it up on eBay for a tenner. Practically new. So happy with that. Replacing my old Korean DVD, I think. Really cool film. A ninja assassin in a group of ninja assassins that is tasked with knocking off 3 warlords to bring peace to the country, and yeah, some really, really, really cool martial arts and explosions of gore in a hilarious, over-the-top fashion. Azumi, and it doesn't dissuade me when she's quite good looking as well. So Azumi. There is a sequel which I think I showed in a previous update. The As One Chronicles. Picked this up at the St. Vinnie's Op Shop for $2 or something. Going in blind. I'm not even sure where this comes from. It has a feeling to me of being like a Thai film. Not too sure. The no. Oh, the name's looking kind of Spanish on the back there. So yeah, Portuguese perhaps. I'm not too sure. But that whole thing there just made me look kind of ong-backy. But yeah, it looks pretty interesting to me. zombies, more zombies, on the Mandela Films label. Quite a small label, that. They don't seem to do a great deal. Anyway, Aswan Chronicles Uncut Edition. Anybody seen it? Some TV shows. Jekyll Season 1, the only season. I watched this, probably about 10 years ago. Really enjoyed it. BBC, pretty bloody take on Jekyll and Hyde. With James Nesbitt. It was really cool. And they did everything they needed to do in one season. So it's nicely wrapped up. You can treat it like a movie. Just throw it on, binge it, and then come back to it in a couple of years. Jekyll. Really quite cool. I was so happy to find this. Every now and then I do check out the Cash Converters website. And Danger 5 Series 2 was there for $4 and it was sealed, which is an amazing thing. Now, Danger 5 is a fantastic, I guess you could say, parody of... Well, Danger 5 is the original series, is like a parody of everything 60s and 70s, mainly Thunderbirds. And Danger 5 Series 2, well, every episode just changes location. But the general idea of each episode is the gang come together somehow and try to kill Hitler. That is every episode, and the end of every episode, at least in Series 1, Hitler drives out the same glass window, which is hilarious every time. There's men in like giant bird suits. There's really crap puppet dogs that talk. It's got everything you've ever wanted in a strange, violent comedy. I've only seen one episode of Series 2 when it aired, which coincided when I was moving house 2 years ago, so I just never got to finish it. And now I can, so very happy with Danger 5 Series 2. Awesome. Another one I picked up for $4 from the same Cash Converters sealed series I forgot about that I really enjoyed. Again, almost 10 years ago, I think, maybe 8. Apparitions, again, they only did one season, then it stopped. Could have done more. But for fans of the current series of The Exorcist, Apparitions was there first. Pretty cool. Episodic stories about this priest, that Martin Shaw, that it's kind of crime solving with just, demons and all your exorcist-y kind of things. But I quite enjoyed it, so for the price I will check it out again. Back to the films. Reign of Assassins. This was actually a freebie. Looks pretty cool to me. It's got John Woo's involvement, from John Woo. He didn't direct this. And it's just another modern, probably many flying scenes and cable work martial arts film. Don't know a great deal about it, but it certainly looks pretty cool, and it's on the Eastern Eye label, which is always a plus for me. They always have good stuff. So Reign of Assassins. Anybody seen it? Burnt Offerings, another upgrade. Came by this locally. This is the Kino Lorber Region A Blu-ray. So Dan Curtis, Karen Black, Oliver Reed. The classic film Burnt Offerings. When was this? 1976. Yep, that's about right. So upgrading my Cinema Cult DVD with this, and I haven't checked the printout, but I've heard it's actually pretty good, so that's awesome. Brand new release, Pulse. I wanted to check this out for so long. I've had the old DVD in my eBay cart forever, and I just never wanted to buy it. I just always knew that one day a Blu-ray would come. I didn't think it would come from our friends at Mill Creek, but it did, and it cost me $4.88 brand new from Amazon, which was pretty special. It's gone up to a tenner now, I think. But anyway, haven't checked it out yet. But these styles films where the technology tries to kill you, like what was the other one I really liked from the 90s? Ghost in the Machine, which was cheesy as, but I thought was very fun. This is the 80s version of that, I think, Pulse, so looking forward to that. And the next one is Ghosts of Mars. Stop laughing, I can hear you all laughing out there. Well, except for a couple of people. Anywho, this is John Carpenter's Ghosts of Mars, from, is it like 97 or something? Around about then, anyway. starring Ice Cube, Natasha, the girl from Species Henstridge, Jason, for once in his life with hair, Statham, which was very odd to see. The film has many problems, that's for sure, but overall it's a pretty enjoyable ride. Brings the splatter every now and then, which is pretty cool. It's pretty fast-paced. It's got some pretty nifty bad guy, mutant alien type things. Well, I don't know. Needed help in the editing department, I think, and quality of special effects. That train just looked like shit. Anyway, Ghost of Mars. Next up is Intruder. I don't know why I got this. Well, I do know why I got this, so I could get another spine number 23. But I already have the Synapse, which is perfectly fine. In fact, it's very good. And now I have the 88 films release, as it says, from the creators of Evil Dead 2. Intruder, quite a well-known and very good 80s slasher. 88 have started doing these opaque red cases, which slightly annoys my OCD, being that the rest were all translucent. But anyway, that's a minor point. Intruder, very cool. Now I have 2 copies, and that's what happens when you're a collector. You got to complete those spine numbers. Intruder, very cool. But last, certainly not least, out as of yesterday, The Greasy Strangler. This film is not for everybody. It is for fans of, let's just say, early John Waters, warped, gross out, that kind of stuff. It's bloody funny. I saw this in the cinema, and I haven't cried laughing in quite some time, but I did during this film. The 7 beers I had probably helped. But anyway, this release is completely packed. So this is the special, one of 3 editions available in Australia, a DVD, a Blu-ray, and this is the 2-disc deluxe Blu-ray, only available from JB Hi-Fi. It is Region A, B, C, as we can see down there, so you should have no problems playing it in a Region A player if you wanted it. You will need to get it from jbhifi.com.au, or ask an Australian friend to post it on to you. Pretty cool custom art underneath, which was specially designed for this release, I think. It's a really cool fold-out design. And we crack inside. We get the Greasy Strangler on the top, disc 1, special features, and my personal favourite part of this set, a schlong. But anyway, it's pretty hard to explain this film. We'll get that disc back in. I just definitely recommend you check it out. Not for the squeamish, and not for somebody who can't laugh at very black humour. But yes, Greasy Strangler, lots of fun, as proved by my beanie. Hope you all had a good night. Hope you all had a good day. Hope you all enjoyed this update. See you next time.